Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Nails in Orbit. Today we are doing the iconic hymn from Powerpuff Girls. I'm so excited. So first we're going to start off with a jelly. Of course, you guys know I'm going to do a jelly. I love jelly so much. It's my favorite. So we're starting off with this jelly. I don't know if I can recommend this brand that much. I'm pretty sure I got it on Amazon. I'll link it down below. It's very thick. Like a lot of the brands have just gotten, a lot of the colors have gotten super thick since I bought it. It's a gorgeous color. I love it, but it's just kind of thick. It's a little hard to use sometimes. And now I'm going in with my Gelixir top coat, which I love. It's the thin sparkle one. They have 3 different levels of sparkle. I'm pretty sure this one is number 1 and I absolutely love it. I use it all the time. And then I'm going on top of it with this. It's another jelly color. It's very very transparent, so you can't tell. That's why I'm putting it on top. And I really just wanted to place the stars on there. So if you have just the little stars and you just want to throw them on top, you could do that too. But it worked out really good. I think it's really cute. I loved it. I just wanted a good glittery background for him, and I thought this worked out. I actually tried some hearts too. I didn't love the hearts, so I just stayed with the stars. And then here it is. And I did matte top coat on the ones that I'm doing the artwork on. And now we're going to begin him. So I'm doing the same as usual, and I am color blocking his whole face out, getting it spaced exactly the way I like it. And for the base, like the bigger spaces of color, I just use regular D&D polish, and then all the line work, I use the potted gel because it's a little thicker. So that's when I use the differences. But anyway, we're shaping out the face. We're taking our time, making sure we like the placement, thinking about how much room we need for the black part of the hair, and then the hair. That's a hair, right? That's his hair, right? Or is that like the neck thing that goes around his head? I don't know. Let me look that up. Okay, I'm going to go with that it's a neck thing because I saw one picture where he's working out and the neck and the curly neck thing isn't there. So I'll pop that in so you guys can see why I made this assumption. Okay, so we finished filling out his whole face. I wanted to get the nail to have just the majority of his face. I didn't want to do a full body or anything like that. So just whole face, and then I wanted to be able to see the shoulder because I wanted to be able to, so you knew the transition from shoulder, and then it swoops off the nail, goes to the other nail, and then you can see the little bit rested, like the wrist and then the claw. So it would make kind of sense, and it wasn't just like the arm popped up on the other nail, you know what I mean? So yeah, we're going to keep filling this in, and then I'll pop in a second. When you're hiding things, might as well be lies. Can you ever get it right? How long will I let this lie? Hit up my girls, pull up, I'm outside, waiting by the curb. Too upset to drive you, getting on my nerves. We gon' get lit on this ride. I look too good to fight, don't expect. And now we're going in with the hairline at this point, looking a little bit like Dracula. Just a tad. But it's gonna look really cute. You know, I've actually done these nails. I've actually done him before on my, like with acrylic on my own hands. This was before I started doing YouTube, but he was just so much fun and I knew I had to do him again. So I'll pop that picture up because it was a really cute set. I really liked it. I did the one where he's holding the phone. So that was a cute one. Me to come home. Now we're doing the little neck thing. So I find it easy for anything that's like curly or like, you know how you do like Santa hats and stuff like that. Anything that has like little bumps or like SpongeBob, for example. I just use my daughter tool. I get everything placed and then I join everything together. So that's usually what I do. I think that's the easiest instead of trying to do like curve line, curve line, curve line. So yeah. Trying to get you to wake up. I ain't coming, don't wait up. Can't ignore my intuition, baby. I know you're typing every game you try to play. You know you could get replaced, cause I won't track around, no dead weight. Hit up my girls, pull up, I'm outside, waiting by the curb. Too upset to drive you, getting on my nerves. So we gon' get lit on this ride. I am using my liner gel white for the inside of the mouth just because it's a little thicker and I knew I had to cover a lot of that red and it would just be easier with the liner. But yeah, but it's a little bit hard if you're doing like a big patch. It's hard to use the thicker gel just because it's so thick. It doesn't like level out as easily. But for this, it worked great. So that's what I suggest. So after doing the mouth, there was just not enough of the left side of red like there, so I just took more red and filled it in because I just wanted to make sure the proportions weren't too off. I wanted to make sure I could fit the shadow and all that stuff on there, so I just added some more. Now I'm going in with my line work. I'm using my 9mm brush from Nails by Dev. It's my favorite brush. I love it so much. And if you see a little fray, that's my fault. I clean it with acetone sometimes, and I should not do that. Follow the directions and clean it with alcohol. I know I've said that in like the last 3 videos, but make sure you do it correctly. And I will just continue doing the line work until I feel I have enough line work down so that I can place like the eyes and all that stuff.
You deal with that alone. I'ma get back when I do. Don't call my phone and don't leave the lights on for me. Don't worry about me. See you.
Of course, the little chin swirl was so much fun, so cute. So you just take your time on that. These were so much easier because it was the press-ons. I feel like I'm going to start doing press-ons way more now because my right hand, I just need a character on it. But yeah, it's so much easier because I can just flip the nail around, which I love. But if you can't do that, don't worry if it's on your own hand. Just take your time, confident strokes, and you will get there. And now I'm filling in the shirt. This is not a D&D color. It's like I don't know what color it is. Like one of those sets. Like when I first started doing nails, I got like these tiny little colors and just a pack of a whole bunch of colors. So it's a little bit more sheer than I'm used to. So I just do another coat. But you know, sometimes that happens. But D&D is really nice. It's like only $5. Only $5 for a nail polish, and it usually comes with a gel polish, and it usually comes with a nail polish also. But I like it because there's so many colors, and most of the colors I mix anyway. So if you want to start doing character nail art, I would just recommend getting like the top, like the rainbow basically, and then black and white, and you can mix dang near any color that you need. So that's what I would recommend.
East Coast always in me, Commonwealth, Lil Joan, getting love from my city.
The eyeballs. The eyes are so nice. I love this color. So contrasting to the red. It's like, pow, it's perfect.
I roll call for the DMV. In my own lane, you could still ride with me. Lord knows I made mistakes. You want in, but it's too late. I don't need your support just to know I'm important. I will never sell myself short, cause I know you see me on the come up. Big girl with big dreams and big drip. Talk is cheap, but please dare me to run up. I'ma put my money where my mouth is. Talk a good game, I'm my alphabet.
All right, so I do have a red liner gel, so that's what I'm using for these. And so how I went about to make this a little bit easier for myself was I just did kind of the tops, like a top first, and then I would go back and do like a U shape and then connect it. So you just like do the tops, leave a little bit of space, do a U, then you can like Oh my goodness, you guys can see I cannot explain this. But anyway, so that's what I do. And I think that made it a lot easier. You just, instead of trying to do everything like perfect, like a perfect swoop, it's just easier to make a U shape instead of going all the way around. So I hope that helps.
Feel like an alien. I be in my own space of mind, making boss moves in my own time, and I got my own rise. Find me all alone, I'm on the road. I had to take a couple hits, a couple stones, but targets I don't ever miss, they wanna know.
I use kind of a similar technique when just doing plain old circles and ovals and stuff. I just go kind of like quarter by quarter, and you just got to make sure the line weights are similar, and then you can of course correct it a little bit. But I find that's the easiest way. And so instead of trying to do like a whole circle, you know. To get lines this thin, I get just a very, very small amount of product on my brush, and I'm just very light to the touch when I'm doing this type of line work. You'll see me do it one other time, and I'll show you again. Now you see this super thin line. Yeah, super thin eyebrow. I'm like barely touching the nail with this brush, and like no product, but turned out good. And now I'm using the Nails by Jeff shading gel. This gel goes a long way. You do not need a lot on your brush. Just a little bit is totally fine. And then you just get that subtle shadow and it looks great. But the first time I did it, it was way too harsh. So just keep in mind, a little goes a long way. You don't waste it by putting like too much on your palette. Just put a little bit. And now we're just filling in the arm colors. I realized that his arm was actually red at this point, which is perfect. But on the picture, you can't really see the difference, but I like it better. There's more contrast right here instead of like the shirt, everything just being like dark red. And now it's time. Look at this. Oh, I love looking at it before the top coat. And now we're just going to throw on our top coat. We do 2 top coats. I cannot remember if I did 2 top coats this time though. But make sure you do 2 top coats when you do artwork. Just make sure everything is sealed and it makes everything as smooth as possible. And now I'm holding up both nails so I can just visualize where I want the claw to be in correlation to the other nail. So that's what I'm doing. I will put the other nail down in a second when I get everything placed the way I want it. Going in again with that shading gel. Ooh, I love the shading gel. I need to use it more often. Okay, so I felt like this spot was a little bit empty and I knew I wanted to add fire, and I was thinking about, I didn't want it to just be plain flames. I wanted there to be a heart included, but I also didn't want it to be that regular like flame heart that I usually do because I didn't feel like it fit for this. So I was just like, I'm going to wing this and make a fiery heart. In the moment, I could not decide if I liked it or not, but I was trying to fill in the space and I wanted there to be fire and a heart. So here we go. But you guys tell me if you like it. If you like the little fiery heart. I think I do like it now. I'm staring at it right now as I talk. But I just did a heart first, and then I just did the little flame technique throughout the whole thing, and I tried to make it look as normal as possible. I definitely did like 3 attempts before this final one. So I was really debating it before I even put the top one on. I was like, but ultimately, I like it. So. This is me debating. I had to keep a clip in there because I was like this for a minute. And then I decided it looked a little bit unfinished. So after I top coated it, because once I top coated, I wanted to see if it like how it looked. Did it look finished? Like all that. So I did top coat it with the glossy, and I decided it just looked a little bit unfinished, and I wanted it to be outlined because everything else that I've drawn is outlined. So I just took some white and I wanted to outline it. Plus, I think it made it stand out a little bit more. And I think it worked out well. And we're just using that same really like nothing on the brush, very light touch to get this super thin outline.
Fool me once, fool me twice. When you're hiding things, might as well be lies. Can you ever get it right? How long will I let this lie? Hit up my girls, pull up, I'm outside, waiting by the curb.
Here it is. Top coat and all, looking gorgeous. And then this is them on the stand. I'll show you guys on my hand in a second, but this is it on the stand. Ooh, I love the color. It's so pretty.
Too upset to drive you, getting on my nerves.
And now for the hand shot. These are connected using sticky tabs. I absolutely love the sticky tabs. This is the second time I'm doing the sticky tabs method, and I love it. But that's it for today's video. If you guys loved it, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, and I will see you guys in the next one.